The cause of the accident is still under investigation by the Florida Highway Patrol and the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
State Road 207 was closed yesterday afternoon. St. Johns County Fire Rescue's Chris Knapp has details.
A bad accident took place at about 1:30.
We responded to an auto accident at the intersection of State Road 207 and Main Street in Vermont Heights. Our units arrived on scene to find a single vehicle accident. The vehicle struck a tree and slipped. Our units arrived on scene and extricated the patient and transported them in critical condition to a local hospital.
In other news, more from my conversation with District 3 Commissioner Clay Murphy. It's been just about 5 months since he took office. I asked him about the challenges he's been grappling with so far.
My heart's desire was to go in and to try to make a difference. We need clean water to West Augustine. The fact that we don't hurts my heart. We really need that. There are so many issues that I had no idea about on the outside looking in. It's really difficult. I've got so many irons in the fire, it's kind of hard to keep them all hot. So what I'm learning to do is to prioritize and just do the things that I can do. You know, I get 20, 30 emails a day from people who need help. And that's where I feel probably the most satisfaction right now is when I can get somebody in the right department to the right people to help them with their issues. The challenging part of it is there are so many issues in the county with regional transportation planning, with flooding in Flagler States, with traffic on 207 and 16. And now I'm just staying in the south end of the county. There's so many issues that we have that require decisive action and making sure that I do my homework and that I prayerfully consider every vote that I have and every decision that I make.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Remembrances of Pope Francis are pouring in from around the world, including here in St. Augustine.
There will be a memorial mass for the repose of Pope Francis on Thursday at 6 p.m. at St. Joseph Catholic Church, Mandarin, located on Old St. Augustine Road in Jacksonville, since the Pontiff died Monday at the age of 88. Father Tom Willis is the Director of Liturgy for the Diocese of St. Augustine.
Lived a wonderful life of witnessing to Christ and the gospel in ways that certainly challenged us to be very open to the needs of the poor, the marginalized, many who have no voice of their own. And not only did he challenge us to do it with his words, he did it with his actions.
The Pontiff's death came a day after his final public appearance on Easter Sunday, where he went on a Pope-mobile tour around St. Peter's Square and blessed thousands following a lengthy illness. He had been Pope for 12 years.
So much of what he taught us in living the message of Christ, the message of the gospel, gives us an opportunity not only to reflect upon a life well lived for him, but also of what it calls us to be as followers of Christ. And certainly now is the time not only to reflect upon that, but as well to celebrate his life.
Following the death of Pope Francis, the College of Cardinals will soon meet to elect a new pope. Typically, the conclave begins 15 to 20 days after the Pope's death. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
It's a good working relationship. We've received numerous grants over the last couple of years to them to purchase side-by-sides and other equipment to help our responders.
St. Johns County Fire Rescue is thanking Firehouse Subs for some new equipment.
St. Johns County Fire Rescue received a grant for just over $9,000 from the Firehouse Subs Foundation to purchase new hazardous materials response equipment. This equipment is going to be used to detect natural gas, propane, and some other hazardous materials on scene. So this is going to be a very vital piece of equipment that can help us respond to calls.
HG Commander Chris Knapp explains how Firehouse Subs raises funds to support local first responders.
The funding actually comes from purchasing pickle buckets from Firehouse Subs, as well as rounding up through the roundup process when you purchase subs from them.
And in other news, the city of St. Augustine is hosting a free recycling event Friday from 9 to 1 at the city's solid waste department at 601 Riberia Street. Document shredding will be available, and you can recycle holiday lights, batteries, and used cooking oils. Household hazardous waste items will not be accepted. For more details, go to citystaug.com. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.